And it's Tuesday, the 27th of February 2024. So yeah, as usual, we'll take you through some of the stories that are appearing in our daily papers. So this morning we have both papers. Actually, I have both papers, The Nation and of course the Daily Times. Just take you through some of these stories that are appearing in these papers today. On the front page of the Nation newspaper, passports fury, concerned citizens plan vigils, want minister and immigration chief fired. That's the main story that is appearing on the front page of the Nation newspaper. And part of it, fed up with persistent hiccups in the production of passports, a group of concerned citizens has asked President Lazarus Chakwera to fire Minister of Homeland Security Kenneth Ngoma and Immigration Chief Charles Kalumo. The group, called by Oliver Nakoma, Edward Kambanji and Aman Omar, accuses Ngoma and Kalumo of failing to deliver and feels it is time they paved the way for other people to take charge of the Ministry and the Department of Immigration and Citizenship Services. So I think this issue has been talked for some time, and even the President last week addressed it in the National Assembly, advising or asking the Department of Immigration and Citizenship Services to quickly find alternatives to resume the passport issuance. So we are yet to see from the department itself, but the major issue is that the system at immigration was hacked. Even the president acknowledged that, and we have seen other stakeholders coming in to say we can help you to rectify the problem, to take back the system so that you can proceed. This is the ICT Association of Malawi that have written the department yesterday, telling it that they are ready to offer their services to help with the problem. And the minister is expected to speak to the nation today, this afternoon at 2. So that's according to a communication from the ministry that they want to address the public on the issue at hand. So they will be joined by officials from this Department of Immigration and Citizenship Services. So moving on the front page services. So moving on the front page of the Unity and Culture has said the government is struggling to successfully implement the decentralization agenda because of frustrations from other ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs. And the government started advancing the decentralization agenda around 2000, and 24 years down the line it has not finished devolving all of its MDAs. Alright, so that's part of the story. Yet to be joined by my colleague Hilbert, just to review some of the his stories. So just in a minute, let's welcome him. As I was communicating, we welcome you, but good morning.
Good morning, brother.
We are happy that Rise haven't shown you.
We have been. We just thank God that we are here.
You are here,
and the rains are finally come.
And thank you so much for joining us. And we were talking the hacking has caused.
We cannot deny the fact that the Department of Immigration is now docile. It is failing to operate due to the hacking of their system, which they use in issuing passports. So the issue at hand is that the hackers are demanding 400 million kwaja to let go of the immigration department. That means it cannot operate fully. Despite issuing passports, their system also helps them in conducting other duties. They use the system in rectifying, checking. They also use the system in maybe keeping the records of the people who have traveled to Malawi and those who have left Malawi to other countries. So as we are talking, that means they do not have such documents, and they are very important. So I think it has had a huge impact on the lives of people, in the sense that the immigration department cannot operate. Looking at now, Malawian youth are really in desperate need of the jobs in Israel. So they get hold of the system. That means there are certain loopholes that even a mere person can easily go there and hack the system. So they need to address the issue of security. What is it that they have done to avoid such scenarios in future? Now
you can look at the department as it is. Should we be assured that even the ministries, the departments and agencies of government, how safe are they?
How safe are they? You look at them. As we are speaking, we haven't even managed to respond
because I remember 58% your candidate about 42%
remaining. It's towards Cyclone Freddy. Recently, they were also affected by flooding water. So now we are saying that we should be proactive to issues of climate change. So in reference to the Cyclone Freddy that hit hard the southern part of Malawi. So I don't know really in this budget statement, the national budget, the 2024-2025 national budget, ikandrama zoyuluka banji ku dotma komano we are yet to look at that komano ndikwembekezera kuti zikhale zoyuluka chifukwa yonse ndi nthambi imodzi ya boma imene ikufunika ndrama apart from wina ACB ndi nthambi zina za boma koma dotma ikufunika so ndrama zoyuluka. Even though we cannot forget their scenes resources at that department komano we are of the view that they need a lot of money chifukwa cha ntchito imene amagwira malingana ndi malamulo amene amafotokozera koma sikuti tingakhululukire. They need to show us
in this country.
CS always fear for prison date, and that's of course the headline. Partly the story says the Center for Human Rights education, advice and assistance, Sharia, has said prisons will continue to face financial challenges as the 2024-2025 budget allocation to their prison department is not enough. All right, Zambiga. Last week on Friday, the Minister of Finance, Simplex Chichurabanda, who looked calm, he was even shaking head, presenting the 2024-2025 national budget. What is that, Chega? And I was like, no, the objection by Madam Speaker. I think we need to give the minister a bottle of water. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. He's okay. He would not drink water. So he was too confident. I was privileged to attend a cluster committee chairperson Binton Gunsaya. Okay. They met officials from the Office of President and Cabinet, and I think if I'm not mistaken, that delegation was led by the Principal Secretary on Finance, who is Godfrey Kaunongera. So they asked them questions on how much did you receive in the 2023-2024 national budget? So they said, okay, we were allocated 17 billion kwacha. From the 17 billion kwacha, after the budget review, the money was extended to 20.5 billion kwacha. So now, so they asked them question that, how much did you spend at the end of the fiscal year? So they said, okay, we managed to spend 18 billion kwacha, 18.2 billion kwacha, which is just 82% of the total money allocated to them. So now the chairperson and other members of parliament were like, okay, now where is the other money? So they said, we still have the other money. Does it mean than what you were expected to receive in the fiscal year? At the end of the day, I think the reasons that the people were giving were not enough to the cluster, the committee rather. So they just said, I think in order to manage now it's the Kaunongera man kutawa interview ya we tried our best apana ligumane lijezengo rufuse ni mafuso amala adziwe kuti mauzo yani agomidi yoyanga nazaga idetsedwe kazi ntui mwina amala iso na wamve akuti okay chabwino ndingokumana gaindi a chair, and that was the end of everything. We never saw the guy again. All right times not on our side. DPP appoints has appointed business person Africa Ngata as its vice president for the central region. Quickly, that's the story. All right, now let's have a look at some of the business stories in the Daily Times newspaper. Malawi held on ending child labor, and that's of course one of the stories. Another story says a bank sees hope in 2024-2025 financial year. And another business story, I'm just, and I think the story in detail, it talks about the dry spell. Many yadi affect Malawi ngaburi shimanga jauma zintu zomera zosiyana zaonongeka due to the dry spell sitima kandi mvula masiku abirawa. So anthu akudandaula ndithu kuti kufereleza sada analodula chaka chino mpaka pano ndodulabe. So ndinatenga ngongole ndikugulira matumba awiri hoping kuti in return after yielding a lot of ndizakwanitsa kubweza komanopa zikuonetsa ngati kuti ndikanika kuti ndibweze mvula yayambako kugwa, and we are hoping kuti ndimene zikhalire mpaka kukafika mwina mu April. Alright, time. Nomads Bullets lose stadiums.
Minister of Youth and Sports has said it is not automatic that the stadiums being constructed in Zingwangwa and such townships in Luntha will be allocated to FCB, Nyasa, Big Bullets and Mighty Mukulu Wanderers respectively. In an interview, the ministry's spokesperson Makimena Nimari said once construction is completed, government will come up with terms and conditions. He said being public facilities, other teams will also have a chance to use them as their home grounds.
Alright, in sports, without reading at what the Daily Times newspaper has carried,